I think it's kind of funny that, people will go smoke cigars at some building. They're going to pay money to go sit somewhere else other than at home and smoke cigars. And these are why Americans are stupid. Everyone's got these homes, but we're not really living in these homes, are we? If I ever have the fucking honor of owning a home one day, best bet your ass there's going to be a fucking smoker room. But I'm just sick of this idea that, it's an investment and I want it to go up in property value. And if you smoke in your house, the property value goes down. It's my fucking house. I'll do what I want in it. What's the fucking point in having a house if you can't even relax in it? God damn it. You're going to love the name of this place too. Fool's End. Because you got to be a fool to let somebody snatch your money like that. Like, imagine you're just gonna pay to go smoke a cigar, in a club. Because chances are a lot of these guys, they're married and they have wives, and their wives are like, I don't want to smell that goddamn cigar smoke. Then why did you marry her? Why did you marry him? I'd love to know why America insists on getting into relationships they're not happy in. And I can understand why someone like me and my baby mama broke up, because we just had two totally different lifestyles. I like to have a beer, she didn't. I like to smoke weed, she didn't. There was once a time where I got some train wreck from my boy, and I was like, hey, this will be nice if we just sit down and enjoy this together. And it wasn't nice, because we did sit down and we smoked a little bit together, and she absolutely freaked the fuck out on me. Ran out of the room and slammed the fucking door, and I was like, well, this is awkward now. Crying because she was worried that she was going to get drug tested the next morning when she went into work. Where did she work, Jizzly Freak? She worked at a goddamn laundromat. I don't think a laundromat is going to care if you smoke fucking weed. But hey, I guess that's why you get together with somebody who has a similar lifestyle to you. Maybe Jizzle D Freak's next girlfriend will enjoy smoking weed with him, and it won't be a big fucking deal. Maybe Jizzle D Freak's next girlfriend will enjoy having a drink with him, and it's not gonna be a big deal. All Jizzle D Freak wants to do is smoke. Maybe I should meet a woman who also wants to make music like Jizzle D Freak wants to. Instead of me, having a girlfriend that has an entirely different mentality, an entirely different lifestyle, and, she's only trying to make me happy. I gave up so much of myself to make Jizzle D Freak happy. And no, she didn't, you guys. I remember there's a period of time, where a pubie got choked on. And so Jizzle D Freak shaved his balls, and he shaved his balls real clean and smooth. Then the smoothness of my balls sended a chill up her back for some reason or another, and it's like, god damn it. I think I only got like one blowy after that time she choked on a pube. Months later. I think, couples that get pregnant, they should make accommodations with each other. Because it's a fact that, women, their sex drive takes a nosedive after they have the baby. Some after they get pregnant. Maybe couples can have a friend, like a cuckold type situation. Because it's hard to be a man. You have a woman, you're attracted to her, you want to make sweet love to her, but she ain't really feeling your vibe anymore. Because I can tell you from firsthand experience, when you have a woman that you're cuddled up to and she's got soft skin and her butt's in your fucking crotch, and you got yourself a whole ass stiffy and she's got herself a whole ass, I'm not tonight, honey, I've got a headache. But I hate the idea in America that we should all just deprive ourselves of things. I hate that idea. Oh, well, she's pregnant, go without sex. Oh, well, she just had a baby. And yeah, I did wait. I'm not that fucking horny, you guys. Maybe some people just hate being touched, and I understand that, but like, you have a relationship, you want to touch them, you want to cuddle with them, you want to be all up inside of them. Oh, you didn't work today, so therefore you don't deserve shelter, you don't deserve food, you don't deserve dignity, you don't deserve life, all of these things. And Americans can't really comprehend how these ideas come from slavery, the fact that you have to work to earn, and they say you have to work to earn a living. You know, they just changed it ever so slightly. You have to work to earn your life. And we simply just repeat these narratives. We don't really take a moment to digest it and understand how completely fucked it is that this is how we're doing it. Oh, you didn't slave for the slave masters today? Well, you don't deserve shelter. You don't deserve food. You don't deserve water. You don't deserve medicine. Matter of fact, you deserve to die. You haven't earned a living, therefore you deserve to die. All of these ideas come from colonialism and slavery. You know, and if we're going to use that way of thinking to live our lives, well, how come the ultra wealthy don't have to work to earn anything? A lot of America's wealthiest families today, a lot of America's most influential families today in politics, the money that they benefacted from was from slavery. They didn't work to earn their money. They didn't work to earn their living. The generational wealth was built up over hundreds and hundreds of years of slavery. Someone like Donald Trump, the guy had millions of dollars before he even turned 18. You just can't see these names anymore because, you know, they took a step back. Where do you think all that money comes from that influences American politics? And when we're on this idea of working to earn, think of how many family members gave their kids allowances. Think of how many family members taught their kids how to drive and bought them cars when they're 15. Think of how many families help pay off their kids' loans, you know, help pay the deposit on an apartment. There's a lot of people who go to college and their parents just deposit thousands of dollars into their account every month and week. And they don't have to worry about working for things, earning money. They don't have to worry about feeding themselves, sheltering themselves if they get sick. You know, some people are on a family phone plan, so even their parents are paying their bills. And a lot of the times these fucking monkeys, they go out and they pretend like everything is so easy. They're like, well, I'm not having a hard time. I've got everything I need. Never mind the parents or grandparents in your life who are helping you, because that's something that a lot of Americans do. They try to downplay how easy they had it, and they love to pretend that they worked hard. It's kind of like how Americans outright downplay that slaves built this nation, not immigrants. And it is super frustrating to hear so many people, they're like, we're immigrants and we built this shit. It's like, no, slaves from Africa, they built this shit. You know, slaves they built the framework for every one of you motherfuckers to succeed. Africans, you know, they laid the framework so you motherfuckers can have freedom today. You know, a lot of Americans, they think to themselves, well, what do these ghetto Africans ever do for us? Everything. Without thanks, without appreciation, without acknowledgement. A lot of white Americans, you love to think that America is built and settled because the history is that warped here. You know, we say settlers came over, pilgrims came over, and they don't ever talk about how the Native Americans ensured that these people didn't starve or freeze. They took these people in, they showed them the fucking way, and what do they get for it? A lot of Americans don't even understand that these people you're calling illegal immigrants, these people are indigenous to the Americas. All these people you refer to as Latinos, you know, they're descendants from indigenous people. They were here long before your European brethren came and colonized the Americas in the name of Jesus Christ. Why does everybody hate Christians? I don't get it. Never mind the Crusades. Never mind Christian nationalism, which is just white supremacy. Never mind how so many people in America are struggling right now. And what are the churches doing? Fuck all. So many Americans, they want you to think they're a good person. Well, be a good fucking person. Quit being a fucking jerk. It's not hard.